I started off my journey just sitting there growing in the bush. I was near a group of large carnivores that I hadn't yet confronted. When I was finally large enough to grow, I happily did so, but this would mean I'd have to crouch around them now instead of just walking up there to take a drink. I was fairly certain that the group was consisting of manly gigas, which I should be able to outrun, but I wasn't taking any chances. While trying to return back to my tree, I saw them talk in the global chat. They were asking me if I was friendly, but I weren't sure if they were talking specifically to me, so I stayed quiet. They spoke again. Now I knew that they could hear me, so I might as well have responded with a friendly answer. It wasn't quite adult, so I decided to have a drink with it and be friendly. Later on, a Subrex approached the Sub-Giga, and they fought to the death. Unfortunately, most of the fight was corrupted in my file, but I did decide to go and challenge the Subrex for the body, which I may or may not have fled away from later. I later returned to the river, but this time more upstream to stay away from the wrecks. I was on the verge of starvation and managed to kill some AI. The Lobo Oro completely managed to fill my stomach, which was impressive. I continued to stay in this area and grow for a little while. Until I saw this small and assuming little Allosaurus, and I wanted to kill it. When I finally caught up with him, he was begging for his life, and I didn't really need the food, so I decided to spare him. A little while later, I ran into these fellas. And they were definitely not friendly. While initially trying to run away, I realized that the effort was futile. But I saw they had a child. I'm not particularly proud that I killed the kid, but I did what had to be done in order to help myself survive. Plus he had way less growth time on him than I did, and he can always start over. I was quick to tell them that they could have the body because they were trying to challenge me, and I was in no condition to be challenged. I sat there and healed for a long while before crossing the river later on, and I ran into some Sukos, but they didn't seem to try to attack me, so that was lucky. I decided to make the long and agonizing journey to Titan Lake, but it was really long, so I split it up for you guys. I congratulated myself when reaching the aviary, the halfway point to Titan. Although I was nearly starving in the game, I was also nearly starving in real life, so I logged out to go and get some food. When I logged back on, I knew I had to immediately find some food or I was going to start taking damage from being starved. I eventually did find some food, but not before trying to starve myself just for fun. After I filled up, I decided to go back on my journey to Titan Lake. I continued on like this for quite the while before I reached the canyon. Upon entering the canyon, I already knew I was going to get myself lost, which I did a few times, but I checked the map, which you can find on Google, and I was able to get turned back around to the right track. Now, there's a lot of me just trotting around in the canyon trying to find my way out, so if you don't want to see all that, even though it's sped up, go to this timestamp and I'll be out of the canyon. Well, after a long and annoying journey in the canyon, I finally made my way out, and I knew that I had to be close to Titan Lake. In fact, I was. And I did it! I made it! This Sarah's life's purpose fulfilled, and I made it to Titan Lake. And I'm pretty sure I was full grown at this point, so I was one happy camper. Now I knew that there were going to be other people around, but I decided to sit down and wait for some AI to spawn, which it did, and I went off to hunt it. Now after I killed the Ava, I was confronted by another not-so-friendly fella, and let's just say it didn't end well. Correcting that, fellas, there's more than one of them. More reasons why I didn't survive. Well, that's it for today, guys. Make sure to watch another one of my videos if you enjoyed this one, and possibly leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. Bye.